Pretty day for the big race. Sunny, breezy, 86 degrees in Talladega this afternoon. Racing here is thrilling for fans to watch and challenging for racers to drive. But for the guys in the chase, it can really be a house of cards. Most of the day, all the cars in a big wad racing bumper to bumper until somebody blinks. That's when you find out what kind of hand you've been dealt. Hey, Dave, in the race for the championship, this is the wild card.
Yeah, Bill, and here's why. Any of the tracks in the chase can deal you bad cards, as we've seen already. I mean, you've got cards like, for instance, the gas card. You can run out of fuel sometimes. There's a penalty card. If you get incurred a penalty, that can be a big problem. Or how about the engine card? Here's the card that bit, it was the 97 of Kurt Busch a couple of races ago at Dover. Hey, here's the one that got Matt Kenseth twice last week at the Dover International Speedway. So, any of these cards can be played here at Talladega too, but you know what? Here, they become their own unique wild cards because everything is magnified at Talladega. You know what? I'm going to need a bigger deck for Talladega. Here's the Talladega deck right now. All right. What can happen here at Talladega is totally unique. In fact, I think I'll need my poker face to do this one. As you are here at Talladega, if you just get a dent on your card, that could be a big problem, because if a dent is in your car in the wrong place, it could be one of the fastest cars. It becomes one of the slowest cars because these are so aerodynamically sensitive. That's a bad beat. What about the OB card? That's the only time the card can be played during the chase right here at Talladega, because that yellow line, if you try to improve your position by going below it, NASCAR will penalize you and shuffle you to the back of the field. But here's the card that everyone wants to avoid, the B card, the big one. That is what makes Talladega so unique. Cars running in a pack, there's rarely a single car incident. And guys going fish for a spot in line, they don't want to inadvertently start a game of 43 car pickup, if you know what I mean. So, Talladega is the wild card in the chase, because in NASCAR's deck of chase tracks, Talladega is the only one that has the big one. Bill?
Thanks, Dave, and today they'll be playing to a full house. Yesterday morning, after our production meeting, we were discussing who was going to use what golf cart to pick up which driver so we could interview them on the countdown to green. When it was mentioned someone needed to get Carl Edwards, all the women sighed. Who cares he's in the chase? The newest, nicest guy in NASCAR is a high-horsepower heartthrob. But on the track, it's his driving talent that has hearts racing. Meet a 26-year-old that is having the time of his life.
I'm Carl Edwards, and I grew up in Columbia, Missouri. My favorite music right now is probably rap, hip-hop. I am superstitious. I'd have to say my mother's been the most influential person in my career.
All right, so you got me out here in the middle of the infield on Talladega Boulevard to do what?
We're all Carl Edwards fans!
Some guys from Columbia, Missouri have built the Carl Edwards bus.
This is not Carl Edwards' bus!
So they're going to travel around to some of the races, and this is really their first outing, so I want to go check it out.
This is my Carl Edwards table!
It's looking a little quiet here. I thought you said this was a party bus.
Looks like it hasn't been long. There's still a little smoke. I hope they're not real big guys. Get mad at us. Can you get in trouble for going inside a bus with your name on it?
It's yours. I mean, come on. These people are from Columbia, right?
Hello? Well, they're not here right now, but what do they have on top of the suitcase? Nothing less than the Carl Edwards Atlanta First Win t-shirt. That's true right there. That's my boys.
You're the wholesome hometown kid, and you win. That's why people have jumped on your bandwagon. How much of that image is Carl Edwards?
The reality of the situation is I'm a guy from Columbia, Missouri, who's gotten some unbelievable opportunities, and I'm getting to do something that truly, to me, was my dream. So I think sometimes that comes through, you know.
Thank you, everybody, for giving me opportunities. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I am.
At the beginning of the year, I don't think anyone would have said Carl Edwards would be in the chase. And I think it's exciting for our whole team. I mean, everyone on our team is just super pumped about it. We're having a good time with it, and we really can't lose. So to us, we only have, you know, there's only blue sky out there. We can gain everything. So I'm enjoying it. I can tell, though, if we get close, if we have some great runs and we're in the top 2 or 3 at the end of this deal, it's going to be pretty nerve-wracking just because of how great it could be.
All right, we got to find something you can sign before we leave so these people at least know you were here. They may not have been there when Carl was there, but they know he was there now. Carl, you come into this race 8th in the championship. Do you have the experience and the allies behind you here in this drivers' meeting group to win at Talladega or get a top 10 finish?
I think so. I think we really do. I don't know. I don't know if our World Financial Group board is strong enough to go out and lead the pack for a number of laps, but I know, this is one of those times we ran well at Daytona. I feel like I've gained the experience. This could be one of those breakout races at a speedway, and there's no better time than now. I mean, we need one right now.
Good luck today. Carl starts in 10th position. Matt?
AB, Carl and Greg Biffle, 2 of the 5 Roushketeers who've worked the team angle to perfection in 2005. But Greg, we're at Talladega. Do you have to be more of a lone ranger here?
Yeah, a little bit. You still work with your teammates the best you can. You try not to hang them out to dry, but certainly you can't hurt yourself to try and help a teammate at this point in the game. And usually Talladega, Daytona, restrictor plate tracks, you got to go with the faster car. If your teammate's running fast, you definitely go with them, but you just try and line yourself up with a bunch of fast cars and a bunch of good people.
He finished 3rd here back in May. Bill?
Thanks, Matt. Next, the leader of Roush Racing. Sure, Jack may own the joint, but for those guys, this guy is the guy. Mark Martin with the Bank of America Countdown to Green continues. You're watching NASCAR on NBC.